What's up, team? What's up, team? What's good, Albert? Been a minute, yeah, man. It's like a month or two now, but we're back. We're back. I'll be doing today's class. I'll be doing tomorrow's class, and then I'll be doing the weekly market breakdown on Sunday as well. So I'll be here for the next few days. I've also wanted to start doing the morning sessions, man, but this week there hasn't really been any trades in that. I took a trade today, but it was like 11:30ish. So at that time I'm already off the charts, but I kept an eye on US30, and then I was able to take a trade. But already at that point I was pretty much, on the charts since 5 in the morning, and I just, as soon as 6:30, 7 o'clock hit, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna let them know I'm not gonna turn the stream on. And nothing really happened up until 11 o'clock, so it would have just been, a stream of us just sitting there for 5.5 hours, but it's all good. We'll see if tomorrow morning, if we'll get some trades. We'll turn the stream on as well tomorrow morning, so we'll see. I'm gonna give everybody here another 2 minutes before we start. Hope everybody has had a great day today. Hope everybody had a great week, great trading week. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, actually. Here, yeah, there's a bank holiday tomorrow, so I will not be trading tomorrow morning. So maybe on Friday, but we'll have the Sunday session, or not the Sunday session, sorry, the isolation session tomorrow at 7 p.m. So give everybody another minute, then we'll start. I kind of already updated my charts too, but we'll go through it. I'll go through the daily time frame, what we're looking for, 4-hour time frame, where we're trading on, what we could be expecting, stuff like that. So should be a quick class. Shouldn't be anything too long. And also, any questions, let me know. Anything that's not making sense, anything you want me to go over and explain, just let me know. Any pairs you guys want us to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. The ones that I'll be going over are the ones you see with the red folder. Starting off with AUDUSD, finishing off with US oil. We'll be going through each and every single one of these pairs, and we'll go in order. So again, if you guys have any other pairs you guys want me to go and look over, just let me know. We'll do it after the stream. Gonna give everybody another minute, and then we'll start. Alright, let's get started, guys. My bad. So AU, go to the daily time frame. We know we're in A2, right? We're in the second zone of consolidation. We're looking for price to give us another low. However, once again, just like we were explaining here in the other sessions, right? In the other classes, We know that anytime price gets to these highs or these lows in this zone consolidation, this is where price is either going to reject, right, and go back down, reject, go back up, or we're looking for the breaks. At this point where price is at now, right, we're at the low of the zone consolidation, still haven't gotten a break, got an exhaustion candle. So right now we're kind of just waiting to see where does price want to go. Right, this gap is pretty high up. You'll see here clearly on the 4 hour. If we go to the 30, we'll have to scroll all the way back up to the top. So we'll just call it here in the 4 hour. We know that we still have a gap here at the top of the market. So the way I'm looking at this at this point is if price decides to do what it's doing now, we can see how price already gave us an exhaustion candle, went back up, gave us a retest, and started giving us higher highs and higher lows. That goes into what we're seeing today. Right, if price rejects these lows, starts pushing to the top, I'll be expecting a pullback back up to these highs. Right, so right now for AU, just kind of taking a step back, waiting to see where price wants to go. We can see that's pretty much what price has been doing for the last couple weeks. Right here in the 30-minute time frame, we can see how many times price rejected these lows, once, twice, 3 different times, went back to the highs. Right, in the highs we went back to the bottom, back to the highs, went back to the bottom, back to the highs again. Did not give us a break, just testing these highs, going back down to the bottom, right, rejecting the lows once again, retested it, back down to the middle. So I'll be looking to see what price wants to do, right? Just keep it easy on my eyes and keep it easy on when price is going to trend, right, versus when price is just consolidating. Right, so what I want to see is if price breaks these lows, then we'll be looking for price to continue, right? Or if price again goes back up to these highs, rejects, then we'll look for price to go back down, or we'll be looking for price to break to continue. But anything in the middle of this zone is a no trade zone for me. Right, so right now we're just gonna wait it out for AU. Hope that made sense, guys. Go on to the next one. EA in the daily time frame, we're in V2. We're in the second zone consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side once again. Very similar to AU, just this was in an uptrend, right? Price always at these highs and these lows. We're rejecting lows, going back up, rejecting highs, going back down, right? Rejecting lows, back to the highs, to where we're at now. Right, once again, you can see that price just tapped these lows, went back up, tapped these lows again, waiting to see what price wants to do. Four-hour high and 4-hour lows very similar to the daily highs and daily lows. So just looking at how price is moving, still see lower lows and lower highs. And in the 30-minute, today we had a beautiful 372. It gave us that third day push to the top side. Just kind of have to wait for the higher time frame to shift. Once we see that the 4 hours is giving us higher highs and higher lows, we start breaking these highs, start looking for those continuations to continue the push to the top side. So right now for EA, already gave us a 372 as well, so we'll be looking for price to most likely just consolidate tomorrow. And once again, tomorrow is Thanksgiving here, so it's a bank holiday for USD, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy out of the markets tomorrow. Now, could there be trades for tomorrow? Absolutely. You know, I would definitely still say get on the charts tomorrow morning and trade like usual, but it might be a slow day. EU. We are in V1, we're in the first zone consolidation. Once again, we're right back at the lows that we were in the last times. Right? We were at these lows 2, 3 different times. Right? We were kind of at these lows here, we tapped in, so 4 different times. Right? So what are we looking for? At this point, I'm looking for price to start turning around. Let me delete some of this real quick. I was doing a little one-on-one today. I did one yesterday too, so I have a few drawings that I have to still delete, but it's all good. Right, so right now we can still see price giving us lower lows and lower highs. Right, daily time frame still making lower lows, lower highs. 4-hour time frame still making lower lows and lower highs. Right, 30-minute. What's good, Muhammad? You're great to have you back. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well, my brother. right? So daily we're still making lower lows, lower highs. 4 hours we're still making lower lows, lower highs. 30-minute we're still making lower low, lower high, right? Not only that, we also have a gap here at the bottom of the market. So again, at this point, before we even get this break, would I love to see this break happen? Absolutely, right? There's two things that are gonna happen. We're either gonna get this break, and then price is gonna come back down, right? Fill this gap up, and then this is where we'll start to see price go up again, or we're gonna have price give us a rejection of these highs, and we're gonna go right back down to the bottom, but do the same thing, fill this gap up and continue the push. Now, which one is gonna happen? We don't know yet. We still gotta wait, right? Would love to see price give us a second day of rise. If we get a second day of rise tomorrow, then we know that on Friday we'll get this push up here to the top side, right? One of those two things could happen. So once again, for this pair specifically, especially because we have this gap, is more of a waiting game to see where price wants to go, right? Right now, still in the internal time frame as well, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. So we'll go on to the next one. We'll come back and we'll look at this tomorrow morning. Could be pretty good trades, right? EURCAD already gave us a 372, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy here. But if we go look at the daily time frame, where are we? Right, this is also a pair that we're at the top of the zone of consolidation in V1. We are looking for price to give us the uptrend push again. So this one is looking good. It's looking like it's gonna get ready to start trading again, right? Going back up to the highs. 4 hour, we're still trading between lower low and lower highs. So again, once we break these highs, that'll give us that confirmation that we need, that price is going to continue that uptrend push. So this one's looking good as well. I think somebody in the Discord too, I don't want to forget, what pair did he say? GBPNZD. We'll do that one at the end of the stream. Again, if anybody has any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. The ones we'll be doing for the new ones who just joined, right? We're going to be doing the ones that have the red folder next to their name. GCAD. This is another one that has a gap here at the bottom, so I don't want to see these pairs continue this uptrend push, right? GCAD gave us a beautiful pullback, right? Exactly what we needed to look for, right? So at this point, again, we're still making lower lows and lower highs, right? We had 3 weeks of drop. On the 4th week, right, we're gonna get a known air price to rise. It gave us the rise. However, right, we know that internally we're still trading between lower low and lower high. We still have this gap at the bottom of the market. So could we expect price to give us another either lower low or give us just another push to the bottom to fill this gap up and then start that uptrend push again? That's most likely what's gonna happen here. So GCAD is another one where we have 2 days of rise. Could we get another push today to the top side? It could happen, right? So I'm definitely going to keep this one on the watch list for today. So we'll label this 372. What I don't like about this one is, again, not only do we have that gap at the bottom, but we're right on the 800 EMA. So I do like that we have a clean break, right? We had a change, we have a break. First candle is a testing candle. Second candle is a green candle that closed above the first candle's wick, not touching the line. It is a clean break of structure. So, could we be expecting this to be a flag post pattern? It could happen, right? A bullish flag post pattern. That's what it looks like it's gonna happen. Looks like that's gonna happen, right? And if we just add a fib just for people to see, right? What could we expect? A pullback between 23.6 and 38.2. Right, so I'll be expecting a pullback somewhere between something like this to happen. We'll keep that on the screen, and then tomorrow morning we'll post it in the Discord chat. Right, and then the other possibility that could happen is a type 1, where we consolidate in the 15-minute time frame throughout Asia and London session. Let me do this as well. Put this in number 2, lower the opacity so it's not so annoying on the screen. Right, or we're gonna get price to consolidate. and do something like this. These are the two possibilities that I'm looking at to happen. This might be a little bit too low because of STP, so we'll see. Right, that's another reason why I'm looking more for a 23.6 than a 50% or 61.8. Right, what type of retracement are we gonna get? We'll see. This one is gonna be an early mover for sure. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we have news now at night. Let's see. We have Euro news says all day, red folder, and then AUD at 3:55. So nothing for GBP and nothing for CAD. We'll see. GJ daily time frame, we're still in an uptrend, right? Daily time frame, we're still trading between this previous higher low and this higher high. Right, in the 4-hour time frame, at one point we were downtrending, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price went up and gave us a change of character. Still trading between this low and this high, and we see that price turned around. Right, once we made this high, we started making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, to where we're at now, lower low. Again, we can see that in the 30-minute, we started making again lower low, lower high, back down into these lower lows, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and that's where we're trading. So again, at this point for GJ, gonna be more of a AU 4-day variation. We'll go back to that now, and we'll see that. So right now for GJ, again, I'm not really trading GJ. I'm just taking a step back from this one, right? Daily time frame, we're in an uptrend. 4-hour time frame, we started the uptrend, right? We got a little change of character, but right now in the 30-minute, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So once we start making higher highs and higher lows, then I'll start trading again for GJ. Let's go back to AU. So 4-day variation on AU. The only thing I don't like about AU, right? So let's say we're counting this day, right? Friday, right? We have 1 day of drop, but we started the week off with a gap, right? And we know that gaps in the market reset the trend. So technically speaking, on Monday, this was the first day of drop. Yesterday was the second day of drop, and today price never gave us a new low. It just gave us a day of rise. So technically speaking, this wouldn't be a valid 4th-day variation. Now, if price would have given us, a day of drop on Monday, Tuesday given us a second day, and then today price would have given us a 3rd-day drop, and then it ended on a no net or ended on a day of rise, then I would be like, yeah, it's most likely going to give us a 4th-day variation, right? But it's also, where are we trading at, right? Right now, these lows we would be trading at a lower low. So at this point, the fact that price did not give us a valid break of these lows and it gave us an exhaustion candle, I'm not expecting price to continue this push back down to the bottom. So this is another reason why right now on AU, I'm not really looking to trade this. But it's also, again, we have a gap here at the top of the market that hasn't been filled yet. So the fact that price already gave us an exhaustion candle and we know that price has to go back up to fill this gap, I'm more looking at this as, if price breaks these highs here, then it will continue the push, and then if price breaks here, then it will continue the push back up to the highs. We have clean traffic all the way to the top side, right? Or this is where price is just going to give us the rejection, and we'll see price continue, and we'll see that in the 30-minute, but I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm more expecting price to just continue this uptrend push for a little bit. Right, so GU in the daily time frame. Again, we know we're in V1. We had the break of the zone consolidation. We're at the pullback. So very similar to what we were looking at on EU. Right at this point, daily time frame is still downtrending. 4-hour time frame is still downtrending. Right, so in order for me to start being comfortable and looking for these long positions, I need to start seeing higher highs and higher lows. Right, and GU looks a lot better than EU. Right, GU already gave us a zone of consolidation. In the zone of consolidation, we had the gap. It filled the gap up, right? We rejected the lows. We gave a break of structure of that zone of consolidation to continue. However, the only thing that's missing on GU for this to be a valid break and a retest to continue is we need a break above the previous 30-minute lower high. In order for the market to shift, we need to start seeing higher highs and higher low in the structure. And once again, why is this the previous lower high and why is this the lower low? Looking at market structure, right? You had low, lower high, lower low, lower high. The break happened here, right? You had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, to where we're at now, lower high, right? So if price rejects these highs, then again, we understand that we're still trading within this lower low and lower high, so we know that price is just going to continue. But if price breaks these lower highs and makes a higher high, then we'll know we'll look for a pullback to go into a higher low to continue. So right now for GU, once again, very similar to the other pairs at this point. Just got to be patient. Wait for price to tell us first where price wants to go, and then we'll start attacking on the trades. US30. Again, daily time frame. We know we're still making higher highs and higher lows. Right now for US30, we're at the highest point in the market. We know that we're still trading higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, to where we're at now, higher high. In the 4-hour time frame, we see structure a little better, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, back into where we're at now, higher high. Goes into now the 30-minute. 30-minute time frame, same thing. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This is where price kind of just gave us inducements, gave us a low, and then price today, well, yesterday going into today, gave us a higher high, right? And what did price do? Gave us a little zone of consolidation throughout Asia session. London, we broke down, right? Gave us a higher high, higher low. London going into NYC, what did price do? It went up, gave us a higher high, but it never gave us a break of structure. Didn't give us a clean break of structure, like what we were explaining earlier. A valid break of structure is when you have one green candle close above, and that second green candle or a green candle afterwards needs to close above the first candle's green wick, right? And it cannot be touching the break of structure line. As soon as we saw that price never gave us that break of structure, again, this was already 10 o'clock, 10:30, right? We needed to see that internal shift. Did that internal shift happen? We had higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low, lower high. That's the entry. As soon as we see that shift, change of character, break of structure, pullback, perfect. That was the entry. TP for the day at STP, the safe take profit, which was 313 pips. Right, as soon as we got to that amount, that's STP, and price started going right back up and giving us a little reversal. Right, so at this point again, we know that we're still trading between that higher high and higher low. We know that right now we're in the highest point in the market, we're in a higher high. So I'm not looking to hold these trades. I'm not looking to, oh, I'm going to get in this trade and I'm holding. No, just follow a market structure. We know we have this gap here at the bottom of the market. We have a lot of gaps here on US30 going short. So we know that price is going to come back down. It's just about waiting for that right moment. Once the daily time frame starts turning around and we start making lower lows and lower highs, once the 4-hour turns around and we start making lower lows and lower highs, and the 30-minute starts making lower lows and lower highs, that's when we know we could take those trades, you know, those bigger trades. But right now it's just gotta be patient, look at market structure, and just trade accordingly. USDCAD, I know we were looking for a 372 today, didn't get it, obviously. You know, once we saw that this pullback was just so steep, we already knew we weren't really gonna get that push, right? And then market never shifted. The entire day today, price was just giving us lower low, lower high, lower low. We were in the zone of consolidation, right? We broke below the zone of consolidation and price just continued. So nothing really happened on USD CAD. Daily time frame, we know we're in V2. Finally broke above the zone of consolidation, and now we're just looking for a pullback. Something else, we're already pretty much at the end of the month. So if price this month gives us a second month of rise, then we know next month for December we'll be looking for price to go back to the top side. So at this moment, I'm pretty much just kind of looking at USD CAD and looking for a point of interest, right, where a pullback could be at, and then to take those trades going into next month. But right now we're looking good. We just kind of got to wait it out, see what price wants to do. We're still trading between this higher low and this higher high at the top, so just got to be a little patient and wait for price to turn around and then start taking those trades. We could add those lines here. Right at this point, price is doing the same thing today that it did yesterday, so we're pretty much in this little zone of consolidation. I'll use the bottom of this wick even though, just to give it a little bit of range. We'll add the wicks, and then we'll update this in the morning. USD ZAR, pretty much very similar to USD CAD. Only difference is we still haven't gotten the break, right? USD ZAR, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation. We still haven't gotten a break at the top of the zone of consolidation, but we're back at the lows, safety trade, and we started shifting around, right? We started making higher highs and higher lows. Right, very similar to USD CAD. We have a month of rise last month. This month, we can see that price is most likely going to give us a second month. Could be expecting price to continue this push to the top side going into December. So just gotta wait it out. We're still trading between higher high, higher low, higher high. Price went down, gave us a lower low change of character, and price has just been in the zone of consolidation for the last couple of days. So not really gonna be interested in trading ZAR just yet. I'm just gonna skip this one. The last couple pairs we have for the night, guys: gold, Bitcoin, and oil. So again, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. Gold is also another pair I'm not really trading. We know, again, we're just following structure. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then went down and gave us a change of character, lower low. Gave us a push to the top side, lower high, and started going back down again. Right now in the 4-hour time frames, something's not really crystal clear. We had a change of character, break of structure, then we went back to the top side, gave us another change of character back to the top side. The engulfing candles, well, first and foremost, we know we have a gap here at the bottom of the market. Could we expect price to go lower to fill this gap up and then continue to push to the top side? That could happen. We have daily engulfing candles in the same spot that we have 4-hour engulfing candles. Price gave us a retest of the daily. It didn't give us a retest of the 4-hour. But then we also have another engulfing candle here in the 4-hour time frame. So there's a lot going on here on GJ. Right, there's a lot going on. So let's add this here. 4-hour engulfing. Let's go to the 30-minute. And the 30-minute, even though we have an engulfing candle, so this is where all these rules kind of, I'm not going to say collide, but they could all come into your advantage. Right, we know first and foremost in the 30-minute time frame, we're trading between change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low. The fact that we had a break of structure, right, could we just be expecting price to give us a retracement of 50% to then continue to push down to the bottom? Right, and that's exactly what it looks like right now. Not only that, we have a 800 EMA. Price failed to break above the 800 EMA. Right, so the fact that we have 2 days of rise, yes, even though we have 2 days of rise, could we be expecting a third day? Right now it doesn't seem like it. Not only that, we go into the internal time frame. We could go to the 5-minute, we go to the 1-minute, right, and what do we see? We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then went down and gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, and I don't believe we've gotten a clean break of structure yet of these lows. Right, testing, It did break below. So could we be expecting price to give us a pullback to then continue going short? That could be a possibility. Right, so right now for gold, this 372 doesn't look good. That's what I could say that about gold. This 372 third day rise does not look like it's gonna be the possibility for today. But we'll keep an eye on this. Do we have any engulfing candles in the lower time frames? I don't think so. No. So we'll keep an eye on gold. Gold is gonna be an interesting one for tomorrow for sure. Bitcoin gave us a change of character, higher high, so we know that we're trading between this high, right, and this low. We have a day of rise, did not give us a third day low, because again, that is counter trend. Right, so no 372 going short, it's counter trend. Not only that, again, 800 EMA was here in the middle. So now let's look. Daily time frame, we know we're still at the top. We have 2 months to rise, this month being the third month. We got that third push to the top side. Exactly what it has to do. In the 4 hour, we had higher high, higher low. Higher high gave us a pullback into a higher low. And now we can see that shift is happening in the lower time frame. If we could get that break of structure, then we know we'll take these trades back up to the top side. What did we say about... Alright, last but not least, oil. We'll also go over GNZD since somebody said that in the chat. GBPNZD. Okay. And then oil. Daily time frame, we're in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the bottom side. Again, we still don't have a break of structure of these lows. So right now, we're pretty much trading at the lowest point in the zone of consolidation in a downtrend, which is not the best spot to look for a trade. Right, I'll be looking for continuations. If we could get 2 days of rise or 2 days of drop, I'll be looking for the third day. If we could get a change of character and a break of structure, then that's another entry possibility that we could get. And right now, it looks like we did get that break of structure today. Right, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low. Right, and again, the break of structure was not here. The break of structure was down here. Right, we have the test, break, break, then the pullback. So we'll see. This is going to be another one to keep a very close eye on. So then GBP, we have this here. Okay. GBPNZD. Let's see. The question was, sell on GBPNZD, good or bad idea? So let's see. So GNZD, where are we? Alright, so GNZD, we are in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We know that we still don't have a break of the zone of consolidation, which is all good, but we are at the top of the zone of consolidation. So let's start looking at the 4 hour. In the 4 hour, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Leaves us with this high and this low down here. We were in this little internal lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, then price started turning around, gave us a change of character, higher high, right, gave us just a little zone of consolidation, higher low, higher high, right, and in this higher high, we made a higher low. So right now we still know that we're trading between, doing this in the 4 hour just to kind of gauge this out. So even though price went down low, it was a wick. You can see it wasn't a candle closure. Let's go into the 30-minute now. 30-minute, we had high, higher, low, higher, high, change of character, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, high, and then again lower, low. But once again, these are just inducement moves. This is where price is just kind of moving sideways in this area. Right, so now in the 5-minute, lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high. It's very interesting. I don't think we'll go lower. Could we go lower? Yes. Would there have? I would have loved to have seen break of structures of these lows first, and then a pullback. That would have given us a little bit of a better reasoning to catch these trades going short. However, this is also a pair that I don't look at, so I'm not, something that I learned about trading, something that a lot of people don't think is that big of a deal, but it's like every pair has each pair has different tendencies, right? So how one pair moves, even though another pair could be moving similarly, right? The way it throws wicks, the movements, the time sessions, they're all different. They have like a different tune to it. So, could this be the break of structure for GNZD to then continue going short, since that is the trend that we see here in the 30-minute time frame? Of course, right? And also putting everything else in perspective, right? We're at the top, we're in the higher high, we're at the top of the zone of consolidation. We can see that price up here has rejected already, right? Multiple times. We can see that in the 4-hour time frame. That price is still just rejecting and making lower lows and lower highs. So, is this a good spot to be looking for shorts? Technically, no. But once again, if you're following market structure, you'll be fine. Right? At this point, again, we rejected highs, went short, rejected lows, went back to the highs. Could really just say, if price starts breaking these lows, then I would say continue to be on that trade. But right now, since price is still making higher highs and higher lows, I would just be very careful with that trade. So, but instead of saying like good or bad idea, I would say it's a good pair to look at, to keep an eye on. But the trade idea still needs a little bit of a development for us to have a better understanding as to what's happening and where price wants to go. But that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really have anything too crazy for tomorrow. Again, we could go through these one by one real quick, just to kind of refresh our minds. So yeah, AU, we still have that gap at the top, so we're pretty much waiting to see if price wants to give us a pullback. EA already gave us a 372. I'm not expecting an entry for tomorrow. EU, we still have a gap at the bottom, so would love to see that gap being filled before I take a trade. Same thing for EURCAD. We also already have a 372, so I'm not expecting another entry. I'm gonna turn these parallels. GA, same thing. We already have a 372. I'm not expecting another entry for that. GCAD. Okay, GCAD is the one in our watch list for a 372, but we have a gap here at the bottom, so once again, not a high probability trade, but we'll keep an eye on it. GJ still making lower lows and lower highs, so I'm not really. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. GJ, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. Still kind of just waiting to see what price wants to do. If we continue on to that trend, then we'll see, right? I don't like how GJ looks, right? We have 3 time frames, each of them telling us something completely different. I'm just gonna wait it off for that one. GU, right? We're still trading between the previous lower low and lower high. Once again, just kind of waiting it out to see what price wants to do. I like that it filled the gap up and started to push to the top side, but without this break of structure of these highs, I can't be looking for those buys on GU just yet. US30, just gonna wait for structure for tomorrow to develop. We'll talk about that one in the morning. USDCAD, same difference. We're pretty much still making lower lows and lower highs. ZAR, same boat as USDCAD. Gold has a 372 and a rise, but structurally speaking, this doesn't look like we'll get that push. So this could be a good one as well. Gold could be on our watch list to go short. We'll keep an eye on gold. And then nothing really on Bitcoin, nothing on oil. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If there's a trade, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If not, again, it's a bank holiday for us here, so Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.